Hey guys, and how's it going? Maniac Mower here. So, a couple weeks ago, I bought this John Deere 112. And if you guys haven't seen my other videos, I did a restoration on that 212. I still can't get it started. So, here's a little bit of history on this tractor. I bought that 112 off of my neighbor, okay? And later, one of my buddies I know bought, after I bought that, he went, I want to get a tractor like that. I've never had one of them before. And he collects John Deere tractors. So he went out and he bought a John Deere 112. It was painted. It wasn't fully restored, but it was painted. The engine was in the process of being rebuilt. And he took that home and was working on it. Later, he thought, I need a parts tractor for this. So he went on Craigslist to put up an ad, a wanted ad. And somebody returned to him. They said, hey, I've got a couple of John Deere 112s out in my barn. Would you be interested? And he sent him some pictures, and he went, okay, I'll buy them off of you. So he bought them. And then later, there was a 210 that was thrown in the mix. The 210's around back. But he said, I got this 210 also, if you want it. He bought it for 25 bucks. So he takes these home. One of them's got hydro, the other one doesn't. If anybody knows any information on this engine, I would like to get it, because I cannot find anything on these engines. It is a Tecumseh Extra Life Industrial Commercial 2-inch 10-year warranty, I think. There is a serial tag on the side of it. I will put that. I got a picture of that. I will put it in the video. But, so when I brought it home. And the reason I bought it was he said they don't work. He sold the hydro. He was going to sell both of them to me, but he saw 112 somebody had that they were selling. It had attachments and whatnot with it. And unlike this, it had a Kohler engine. And he bought that, and he traded the other 112 he had for it. There were two of them, by the way. So I got this one. When I bought it, it had no spark. The throttle cable was seized, and the choke cable wasn't connected. I fixed the throttle somewhat. It has no battery, but I'm not going to complain about it because it's pretty good. I put inner tubes in the front tires. So, yeah. And so, this tractor didn't have spark. So I pulled the front cover off of it, and I checked the points and condenser. It's got a solid state. And I took a wire wheel, and I kind of, where the points are at on the flywheel, I kind of brushed them. It fixed it. I put the condenser on, put it back together. I have not checked if it has spark or not, but I got them down to the point where they're shining, and I think I have the gap right. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to check that later. So it's got no battery, so I can't hook the starter up. But I replaced the fuel line. The fuel line that was in it was the original, and you could tell. It was not very bad, but up around here, it's got these holes you got to go through on the flywheel shroud. And up here, it was kind of falling apart. And I cut a little bit off of it. And I got it on there. But then I had to pull this off again. And I had to pull that through and try to put it back in, fish it through. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to mess with this anymore because it is such a pain to do. So I took it and I put a new... Off that 210 I have, I took the what do you call it, the fuel line off, and I stuck it on the 212 because that one was dry rotted. So that's got a new fuel line on it from that one. That one was still good. It was clogged, but I fixed it. And I took the line off of that one, and I cut it, and it was already kind of split in half. And so I took it, and I measured it, and I put it, that's the fuel line from it, a good section out of it, and stuck it in here. So that's the history on this tractor. since I've owned it. It needs a little bit of electrical work. It's missing some stuff, as you can see. One of my buddies, I'll have to get his YouTube channel in, but I met him on Facebook. I didn't realize it was him until he put a picture up that looked familiar. He's helped me out quite a bit in that Facebook group I'm in, but if you're in that Facebook group, you've probably seen pictures of this tractor put up. It's not a very bad tractor. I kind of like it, personally. It's growing on me. I apologize for the camera shaking. I'm using an iPad right now. Not exactly the lightest, but it works. So, yeah. Plan is, I'm probably going to end up painting the engine covers. The only problem is if I do that, then I don't want to paint the tractor. So, and I still haven't painted the tractor, the 212. Over there's the mower deck. It's not in very bad shape at all. No rust in it. Here's a little bit of story from it. It came with a top cover, and I took it off because it was full of mouse nests, which, by the way, that was too, and that was disgusting. But in this one, in between one of the pulleys and the mower deck shell, I found a mouse. A 40-year-old mouse. That was disgusting. I'm not going to go into detail on it, but I'm wondering if that was why it was parked, because it smelled every time they used it. I highly doubt it, but you never know. So, back to this. It's got taillights, by the way. These rear tires actually aren't too bad. They hold air pretty good. Got a lot of tread on them. So, yeah. This tractor, before anybody says anything, I put those bolts on there. I plan on putting mirrors on it, maybe headlights. I don't know. But if you can tell, look at the front wheels. It's straight. One is, one's not. Can you spot the difference? They need an alignment. Bad. I took it out the other day to try to spin the engine over, and I had it behind a truck, and I was pulling it. They actually look a little bit better than they did. But I took it out there, and we're pulling it with that, and can't get it to turn the engine over. I think I was doing it wrong, so I'm going to have to look into that. But, so yeah, and if you spin the engine over, you can move it, so there's nothing wrong with it there. So, yeah, and this I just noticed is going to need to be replaced. That other one doesn't look too bad. It kind of got a chip. But the hood, you could tell the hood had a little bit of damage. So, my plan is, and also, the PTO was on. That's probably another reason why it was acting up. But, so right now my plan is to try to get it somewhat running. So yeah, that's the plan for it right now. So, a little bit of an update video on what I'm doing right now, and the 212 is almost done. I just got to get it running. Now, leave a comment down below. I'm doing a debate. Who all thinks I should paint this tractor and maybe put new labels on it and probably a new hood? I don't have any hoods for it right now. I don't know how much it would be, but I'm probably just going to use this one because that's the original hood. Alright, but if anybody can get me any information on this engine, that would be great. It would be greatly appreciated. It's got a serial number on the side of the shroud. I'm not going to pull that back off. So yeah, it's also missing the deck mounting hardware, but when it was bought, the deck was mounted up to it, which I don't understand. So I think he's still got the stuff for it. I'm going to ask him next time I see him if he found it. So, yeah. But I gotta hook the choke up to it still. This is a 1969. I put that cover on it. That muffler is not the stock exhaust. What it was there would be a pipe on there. It'd go back here. Right there would be a muffler. Right there's the outtake. So I'm probably going to try to find the stock muffler for it, but I'm probably not even going to bother. This, I have not, ever since I bought it, I have tried starting it, but all attempts have failed. So the gas that was in it was old, but it was blue. Now, before anybody says anything, blue gas, how do you get blue gas? I've got some of it over here. Let me show you. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, you can kind of see it. That's gas. That's blue gas. Can't really tell, and it looks like it's got a little bit of water in it. I can't tell. My guess is this was parked around 2014, maybe before that. There was a 210 with it that had a battery in it from 2014. I imagine this was probably parked before it, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. The front tires are there. I replaced them. Inner tubes. The back tires do. I have not checked the electrical on it. They're kind of low because that's how they're supposed to be. I'm probably going to end up lowering the front tires too. That one's fine though. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention. That's pretty much it. Alright, thanks for watching.